Hello, this is Sula speaking, and you're watching a commentary video for League of Legends, this one featuring Heimerdinger. At the end of the last video, I had gone back to base. I purchased a Tear of the Goddess for the extra mana regen. Tear of the Goddess isn't the greatest item on Heimer, but the mana regen is very badly needed. He goes through mana like crazy, and I think I always prefer to buy a Tear of the Goddess because it can be upgraded later on into an Archangel Staff over something like Chalice, which doesn't have much utility in the late game. Now that I'm back from buying at the base, I am going to continue doing what I was doing before, and that is pushing down this middle lane tower that's defending the lane. I'm going to continue attacking. And there, I managed to hit Ashane with my grenade, but I only get the damage effect and the blind. I don't get the stun, so not able to go in for the kill there. And there, I've succeeded in my goal. I've pushed down the middle lane tower 14.5 minutes to get that first tower. So that was what I wanted to achieve as Heimer. It's very, very difficult to stop Heimer from pushing down towers, particularly in the early game as he gets more and more farmed up. How do you stop Heimer from doing that? Well, I mean, there are a number of ways to do that. The number one way that you stop Heimer from pushing is you bring people into the lane and attempt to kill him. You have your jungler come out and try to kill him because Heimer has very little escapability. That's why I've taken Ghost and Exhaust to try to give myself a little bit of escapability here. But they didn't do that for whatever reason on their team. They kind of let me farm in peace. The one time that Atlas came into the lane and tried to stop me, he was not successful in doing so. Anyway, there's two up here in top lane. We were able to secure a kill elsewhere, I think in bottom lane. Sunrise was able to get the kill. So well done, rest of the team. I am going to now try to do in the top lane exactly what I did in the middle lane, and that is to start farming and try to farm, just try to farm all the minions and push down this tower as quickly as possible. The one difference here is now that I've gained some levels, I have put some extra points in, skill points, in the Hextech micro rockets, so my rockets are now going to be doing a lot of damage. The one other difference is Uberfish's Anivia is going to be guarding this tower. And one thing about Anivia is that Anivia is very good at nuking minion waves. So there I foolishly get caught by the Flash Frost Frostbite combo that Anivia has. So that's a mistake on my part. I could have dodged that Flash Frost without too much trouble. Uberfish takes out my tower, but I'm just going to put down another one. So we both have skills that can destroy minion waves very easily. So like right there you saw Uberfish just nuke down that creep wave very easily. He has a catalyst if you looked at his items there, so he's going to be able to stay in lane pretty much forever too. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to continue, as long as they're going to let me farm up here, I'm going to just continue doing that because that's what Heimer does best. He's not very good in team fights. He's much better. What he does is he pushes and he farms. So as long as they're going to let me do that, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to make me effective. So now I've maxed out the micro rockets, so they'll be doing a lot of damage too. Anytime Uberfish gets close to me, I'm going to hit him with my micro rockets. And between my towers and his Glacial Storm, we're just going to go back and forth killing minions here. There's a fight going on in bottom lane. You saw Ashane's Twisted Fate pop the global ultimate. So I'm assuming he joined in that fight. Yep. And I think that they scored 2 kills on our team there. But again, notice how much damage the micro rockets are doing. And Uberfish is getting pretty low on mana right now, so he can't keep running that Glacial Storm. So I'm happy to go back and forth with him. Keep going back and forth. Unfortunately, I'm also almost out of mana, so I'm going to go back to base and let my turrets farm these minions here. Again, what I should have done was pop my ultimate like right now, and then that would heal up my towers and allow them to keep pushing. Instead, though, Uberfish's Anivia is going to get at least one of those towers. Yeah, he got the first one, and then now he's going to go out to the other one. So, like, once again here, when my tower's about to die, like right now I should pop my ultimate, and then it'll be instantly healed, and then it'll be firing frozen shots, and you know, there's really no reason not to use it. Oh, I guess I already did use my ultimate. Never mind. Wasn't paying attention. I guess I did use my ultimate somewhere because I see it's on cooldown. But yeah, that's what you want to do. When you go back to base is a good time to pop your ultimates because that's when people are going to be pushing down your towers. Anyway, now I've gone back to base. I picked up a needlessly large rod. I'm building towards Death Cap as my next item. I want to go for max ability power. because I know I'm going to get a lot of farm playing as Heimer. I'm just going to go for high-end items and try to get farmed up. Over here, we had a ward. I think Mookie placed this ward at their other team's red, so we're going to go after Atlas. You can see Cole comes in and stuns him. Next, I'm going to toss my grenade and get the blind off, but Atlas flashes over the wall. Next, Uberfish comes in here. Because there's a fight going on, I'm going to drop one of my towers, and then I'm going to pop the ultimate for slowing shots, and notice how much it slowed Uberfish. There I'm going to toss a grenade, get in some damage. We put him in his egg form. Roland ults in using the Shen ult. I'm just going to continue firing off grenade and Hextech rockets every time that I can. I put down another tower there, so notice the fight's going on with 2 Heimer towers in the process. Going on right there. I backed out of the fight because I was getting low, but now I'm looking to maybe re-engage, but I have to be careful because Atlas has the Warwick blood scent. Notice right there, I get credit for a kill on Roland. I was like, what? I got a kill? What did I do? How did I get a kill there? But again, it's because I had my 2 towers there, the 2 little Heimer turrets. And they were firing at the enemy team during that whole fight. At the end there, Cole gets killed by Atlas, and so we're finally going to break off this engagement. But I'd say overall it went pretty well for our team. I think we had 1 death, and we skilled. I think we scored 3 kills. Not 100% sure. So anyway, I think that went very well. And a real part of the reason why that worked is just because most of the fight took place with two of my little Heimer turrets right next to it. I mean, they don't do a lot of damage on their own, but their damage does add up over time. When you're playing as Heimer, you want the team fight to take place right next to your towers, your little turrets, because they will do quite a bit of damage over time. All right. Anyway, I've gone back to base. Now I've been able to purchase a death cap. So now I have 230 ability power, which is pretty good at this point, 20 minutes into the game, especially for someone who only has 1 kill. You can also see that I'm continue to pick up experience and gold even when I'm not in the lane, just from my little turrets firing at minion waves. So I'm going to continue my quest to push down this tower in the top lane. I was able to do pretty good damage to it there while everybody else was off healing. Now Atlas and Uberfish's and Nivea are back here in the lane again, so that's no problem. I'm just going to continue dropping new turrets every time, and let them farm up minions anytime Nivea comes close. So there we go. We're right back to where I want to be yet again. Uberfish is not coming out to engage me, which is a little bit of a strange decision, I think. Anivia is a much stronger champ than Heimer. They can both do similar things. I mean, they can both push effectively. Anivia with her Glacial Storm ultimate. I mean, Anivia just can do the same kind of things as Heimer, but do it with much more utility. So Anivia just a much better champ overall. But for whatever reason, Uberfish decided he didn't want to come out. He didn't want to fight me. He was content to just sit back and sort of farm on either side. And as long as that was the case, that was fine with me. I mean, that's what Heimer's best at. He's best at farming and pushing. So if the other team was going to let me do that, I was perfectly content to continue playing that game here. See, like right there, I got all the minions once again. And now Uberfish gets almost all of them as well too. But we were able to get in a few more little hits on the tower. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I have enough mana regen that I can stay in this lane as long as Uberfish does. So meanwhile, the rest of the team is fighting down at the bottom of the map, and I'd show you that if I could, if we had a real replay mode for this game, but unfortunately we don't. So in any case, while they're off doing that, I'm going to continue my endless quest to push down this top lane tower. And like right there, my micro rockets gets in some pretty nice poke. I'm trying to use grenade, and if you notice, there I get in the stun, but unfortunately I had myself out of position, wasn't able to follow up with the micro rockets. So, oh well, it was a good stun though. Now our team's going to go for Dragon down there in the bottom of the map because they just want a team fight in the top lane. Uberfish takes down one of my towers, but so what? I can just plant another one, which I will continue to do over and over again. And he's been using some defensive recovery items too. Right there, we both harassed each other. He hits me with Glacial Storm and Flash Frost, or Frostbite, excuse me, and I hit him with Hextech micro rockets. So we're just going back and forth. Here I back off because Twisted Fate has used his ultimate. As it turns out, Twisted Fate, now we can see him, he's just using it to get into the fight over there in the other team's jungle. But I had to back off. I had to play cautiously there. So not a whole lot going on over here, to be perfectly honest. This is one of the slower parts of this game, at least as far as my perspective is concerned. A lot of action elsewhere on the map. Over here, just still farming, still farming, still farming. Just trying to lead Uberfish with that grenade, but no deal. On the other hand, Cole is having a really nice game so far. He's been getting quite a few kills with AP Scion. With his AP Scion build, and that's putting us in good position. If you've noticed, you can see I'm just slowly wearing down Uberfish. Uberfish is not hurting me at all, and I'm getting in some shots with micro rockets pretty much every single pass here. So yeah, I'd have to say that although it's taking ages, I think I'm very slowly winning this lane. And look how much damage my my concussive grenade does too. So I'm pretty happy with how things are going. Now we spotted Atlas's Warwick over here. So I am sort of looping over here to see if we can potentially go for a kill here. We were hoping Mookie could spot him by going invis with Evelyn. Uberfish still hanging around, but by now I've sort of harassed Uberfish down to the point where he's pretty low, so we have the potential to maybe go after him here. I mean, he's just hugging the tower for safety, but if we can get him away from that tower, we have a chance to get a kill. So Cole is going to come in here and join us in the top lane. You see Cole coming over here. With Cole here, we are going to be strong enough to look at diving after Uberfish, just diving him at the tower, even though Sona's there. Because we'll have 3 champs here between myself and Cole and Mookie. So now we're going to go in. I'm going to launch my grenade, and I get off a stun on Sona, actually. Then I hit with my micro rockets on Uberfish. I'm going to come over here, and Cole lands the stun, which is perfect. That's going to allow us to put Anivia into her egg form. You can see I dropped a turret, and I popped my ultimate, so that... or did I pop my ultimate? Yeah, I did pop my ultimate there. It just wore off. So it was firing the slowing shots. I should have used my exhaust here. If I had exhausted somebody on their team, like if I had exhausted a Shane, we might have been able to get a kill. I don't take exhaust enough. You saw me not using it. I should have exhausted that Sona, exhausted a Shane, and maybe we could have gotten another kill. But as it was, with the help from Mookie and the help from Cole, we were able to get the kill on Uberfish's Anivia, and we were able to take down his egg form, so that will be down for the next 5 minutes as well. And we were also able to push down the tower. So I succeeded in pushing down that tower. Now I'm going to finish Merc Treads, and then I also wanted to pick up another needlessly large rod, so that takes me up to 338 ability power. I'm not sure if the needlessly large rod was the right build here. That means I'm going to have to go for Zanya's Hourglass, and I think I would have done better maybe just to finish Archangel Staff here and then build towards a more useful item. The Hourglass isn't all that great on Heimer, but I do have 210 minion kills. That's by far the most in the game. I have a ton of minion kills, so it puts me in good shape. Puts me in good shape with all of that Heimer farm. Now here, the enemy team was pushing forward. I was just looking to harass here a little bit. I wasn't too concerned. There I popped my ultimate. I thought I was safe, but then Atlas got off his ultimate, and then Uberfish followed that up with a stun, and they just took me out instantly. So that was well played by the other team. Dual stuns into a kill on me. And like I said, Heimer doesn't have much escapability, so if you can land your stuns on him, he's going to die. Now Cole there flashed away from Atlas, and Atlas is not willing to dive past more towers to try to kill him, which is probably the right play. So very narrow escape from Cole. Well done. Unfortunately, with me being dead and Cole having to go back to heal, that means that there's only 3 of us here to defend this middle lane tower against 5 of the enemy team, which means that we're probably not going to be able to hold this tower. They are too well healed. We have to play too defensively. You can see Uberfish hit a stun there on Mookie. And with as soon as they get that minion wave pushed forward, they're going to be able to attack this tower, and we're going to have to back off here. I'm up, I'm revived, I'm going to try to head back into the fight. So they're going to take down this tower. Now what we need to do is just back off. We've lost the tower, we can't do anything. But for some reason, Cole and Varus Nox start engaging. And this is a really bad engage because it's a 2-on-4 against the enemy team. No reason to fight that. Sunrise and Mookie are too low to offer much support. So the enemy team is going to pick up 2 kills there. Nice wall, by the way, from Uberfish's Anivia too. So those were bad deaths, needless deaths. Once again, if I exhaust Roland there, we have a good chance of getting a kill. But again, I forget to do it. So note to self: do use that exhaust. Anyway, we're gonna finish this game next time in part 3.